I have got quite the fucking bone to pick with Overwatch right now. Alright, not really. It's not really that big of a deal. So if you ever played Overwatch, it should be known. There are two types of players. There's the casual players and then there's the competitive players. So when you play... First of all, I'm going to separate them. It should be known, I state at the beginning of this video, level is how many stars you have under your name. What they are, like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and the number underneath. That's your level. Your rank is going to be referred to in competitive, and specifically competitive only. I'm not talking about Lucio Ball. I'm not talking about capture flag. The plain competitive. Now that's out of the way. Let me get into the subject of this video, which is already in the fucking title. So if you're stupid or you're someone like, I don't know, fucking Helen Keller, then maybe you didn't notice. So I've come into this problem a lot, and I started recording it. I've got about 5 hours of footage. The footage I'm going to be showing you is going to be over the course of 5 hours, and 5 hours only, just in a single afternoon. So there's a fundamental problem that I have with Overwatch, where people that are extremely high ranked get put against people that are extremely low ranked. So what I mean by this is, say you have a team of people that are platinums, meaning that they're around 2,500 to 3,000, in between it, not equal to 25, or not equal to 3,000 because that's diamond, 2,500 is platinum. Then they have, on the enemy team, pretty much the exact same skill level. Your rank is the exact same as everyone else, except for that one fucking guy that's like, I'm 3,900. Okay, cool. So what you're saying is you're extremely better than everybody else on the entire team, and you have the hugest advantage out of everybody. Wow, that is great. Great to know that this enemy is extremely fucking good at the game, and I have to really try if I want to win. Now, of course, this is quick play and arcade that it only happens in, so I guess it's not really that big of a deal, because at the end of the day, it's a fucking video game. You're playing a video game. It doesn't fucking matter. But it's still a problem. There's nothing more annoying than having a team of people that just aren't very skilled at the game. You know, it's nothing against them. It's just, you know, everyone is differently skilled. I'm not saying I'm a fucking god at this game. I'm not. But people have their own skill level, and they're placed there in competitive because they're generally that good at the game. Wherever they're placed, they're about that rank. And it's a good judgment of how good they are at the game. So it's fucking just like, when you go up against one of those players, I just expect to lose, because they know how to operate the game better than everyone else. And that's the main problem, is people at that high of rank, and especially the higher you go, the less they have to really communicate with each other, and the more they can see the opportunity that's about to happen and just take it. And obviously when you're lower, like gold and platinum, there's a lot of talking going on. But I've watched quite a few competitive matches of like masters and grandmasters where it's like not really any talking, but just, you know, people saying, "Oh, soldier right," and that's about it. That's about it for the next 30 seconds until another call has to happen. So, again, there's nothing really fundamentally wrong, because at the end of the day, it's quick play and arcade, and it really doesn't matter. But I still find it annoying to go up against such a high skilled player. Obviously, Overwatch should be doing its best to make matches fair, whether it's in quick play, arcade, or competitive, you shouldn't be having matches that are extremely unfair for one side. Everyone should have an equal opportunity. And while technically everybody still does have an equal opportunity, because of course there's a lot of factors that go into somebody's performance in a video game, at the end of the day, the skill rating is there for a reason. So Overwatch should be taking its time to pair up people, or to group people in games with people that are of similar skill ratings, even if it's quick play or arcade. Because I don't want to be fucking playing with a Grandmaster on the enemy team when there's someone on our team that's a fucking silver. That's just bound to go into the Grandmaster's way. Like, obviously. So I'm making an analogy here. A metaphor. Whatever. Fucking technical bullshit. So, I'm going to group up these different skill ratings so that it becomes a little bit more clear, the message I'm trying to convey. So in case you don't know about Overwatch, first of all, there are a bunch of different skill ratings depending on your SR. SR is determined by a bunch of factors, but mostly it's winning. It's you win, you gain SR. You lose SR. But then the actual performance in game and a bunch of other factors are what determines how much you lose or win. So let me go over the skill levels real quick. Skill ratings, skill ranks. So from 0 to 1500 is, or 0 to 1499 is bronze. 1500 to 1999 is silver. 2000 to 2499 is gold. 2500 to 2999 is platinum. And fucking 3000 to 3499 is diamond. 3500 to 3999 is master, and 4000 above is grandmaster. Then top 500 is obvious, just top 500. It's your ranking over everyone who plays Overwatch. Anyways, so let's say you're a bronze player. You know, you're a bronze player, you got the same skill level as basically a toddler playing fucking T-ball, right? You know, you're like having fun, obviously, but you're not very skilled at it. You don't fundamentally understand a lot of the rules of it. And so you're kind of just, going with the flow of things, so to speak. Then you have, you have your silvers. Those are the people that are like in elementary school. Those are the people that are like just getting into it and kind of understanding, but still at the same time not really. But their performance, because they're older, is a little better. And their performance, because you're in a higher skill rating, is obviously a little better. So then you got your golds. That's like that's like middle school. And platinum also falls into middle school territory. I'm grouping those together. So those are like, you can finally understand the rules and plays. You can understand how to be a pretty good player, which is important. You understand, and just to be clear, I'm not talking about T-ball anymore. It transforms into baseball after you're into the elementary school. Anyways, so you're understanding it. You're understanding what works and what doesn't work, and you're finding your strengths and weaknesses. Say someone is really strong, they're really good at hitting. They find that out, or there's a guy that is really fast. They find their strength. Now, If you choose to take it more seriously, you will be in high school playing it. That's the equivalent of Diamond. Diamond is basically really skilled people, like pretty decently skilled people, and that's basically all it comes down to is people just understand it more. Faster people, stronger people, because they're also older, and they're just overall better in general. So then you get to your masters. That's your college level. That's on the way to success. And, people are starting to recognize that you're just really fucking good at baseball slash Overwatch. And you get into the Pro Series. That's your Grandmaster slash Top 500. Because a lot of the pro players, even in the Overwatch League, because there's just so many people, not all of them are top 500. It's hard because you have a lot of people competing for that. You have a lot of good people, but I digress. So if you gotta understand that analogy, and I'll go over again really quickly. Bronze is like toddlers playing t-ball. Silver is your elementary schools playing baseball. And then you got in middle school, you're the gold, platinum. High school is your diamond. Master is the college, and grandmaster above is your professional. So when you got a team, you kind of it should be all around middle schoolers. It should be all around platinum players. You shouldn't be having a fucking college student playing with a bunch of middle schoolers. Obviously, that college student has an extreme fucking advantage. And that's the problem I'm trying to convey, because time and time again, I see these matches where you just have someone exponentially better than the other person on someone else on the enemy team. And it's just like, why? Why is this a thing? I don't understand how it happens. I just think Overwatch should be aware of this and fucking fix it, because it's really annoying sometimes. But also, it's just a fucking game. Who cares? It's fucking 3 years from now, no one's gonna even know Overwatch.